Thanks, Olivia. Hi, everyone. This is Will, and I will be making some concluding remarks about the film.
Well, just as Jason covered key events leading up to the beginning of the film, I'll make quick mention of a key event that occurred after the film's ending. The film ends with Danton's execution and Robespierre's concern that the revolution has taken a wrong turn, and he fears that everything that he's lived for has collapsed forever. Well, about 3 months later, Robespierre's fears are realized when he's arrested and, like Danton, is executed. His death marked the beginning of the end of the terror. Going back to the film, a lot of critics criticized the movie because of its historical inaccuracies. On the other hand, many of those same critics, despite the inaccuracies, praised the movie. The New York Times said Danton brilliantly illuminates one of the most fascinating periods of the French Revolution. While Roger Ebert, a Pulitzer Prize-winning film critic, wrote, "This movie may not be an accurate record of the events, but as a record of the fiery passions and glorious personalities of the Revolution, it is absolutely superb." The movie was selected for the Criterion Collection, and it won a number of awards, including, up at the top left there, the British Academy of Film and Television Arts Award for Best Foreign Language Film. Now, interestingly, it also won the Critics Award for director Andrzej Wajda at the Polish Film Festival. Now, this is interesting because many people felt that Wajda, who is Polish, made the film to make a statement about the tyranny of the Communist Party in Poland at the time he was making this film. Now, Robespierre up on the top, the bad guy as portrayed by Wajda, has been likened to the Communist Party leader in Poland, General Wojciech Jaruzelski, while Danton, on the bottom, the good guy as portrayed by Wajda, has been likened to the labor leader opposing the communist regime in Poland, Lech Walesa. Now, I mentioned earlier that the film had historical inaccuracies, but some feel Wajda deliberately fiddled with French history to lace the movie with some subtle anti-Polish propaganda. Now, although Wajda has publicly denied the connection, probably to keep from being arrested by the communist government, there are some subtle examples in the film that say otherwise. For example, the actors who portrayed Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety, the bad guys, they're all Polish, slyly representing the Communist Party in Poland, while the actors who portrayed Danton and his followers, the good guys, are all French. And I don't think all of that was a coincidence. In fact, I think the ending scene of the movie speaks for both the revolution and the Polish government. In the last scene of the movie, Robespierre is languishing in bed, agonizing over the consequences of executing Danton.
The film ends with a little boy who approaches Robespierre and recites the Declaration of the Rights of Man that he had been memorizing.
Article 1er. Les hommes naissent et demeurent libres et égaux en droit. Les distinctions sociales ne peuvent être fondées que sur l'utilité.
As the boy recites the Declaration, Robespierre's expression slowly changes from despair to realization that even if the revolution has taken a wrong turn, if the children grow up believing in the rights of man, there was still hope that they would get it right.
Essentiellement dans la nation, nul corps, nul individu ne peut exercer d'autorité qui en est inexpressible.
Well, that wraps up our presentation. For Jason, Naz, Koa, Olivia, and myself, we hope you enjoyed the presentation and learned a little bit about the movie Danton and the French Revolution.